Hi guys, Namaste, Jai Hind, Jai Mata Di and Jai Bharat. So today we are going to talk about KALKI Puran again. So we are decoding the KALKI Puran. So some people are getting confused as to why KALKI Puran needs to be decoded. It needs to be decoded because it's time for KALKI to arrive. It's time for his Brahmins to be awakened. It is time for all of us to awaken and understand the reality and the truth behind it. And we need to now understand that whatever has been given and whatever has been taught to us until now, it was and it is always symbolic. It has a deeper meaning and which we never tried to understand. So it is time to come out of the box. So yesterday we spoke about the thread that Brahmins have to wear and who are the Brahmins and what that thread actually means. And we also spoke about Yajurveda, like the Brahmins who will get into Yajurveda, what will be the length of the thread. So there are two Vedas whose reference is given in this chapter about Brahmins, and first is Yajurveda, second is Samveda. And Yajurveda is when you conthasth karna, when you by heart the mantras, when you understand the mantras, when you awaken your intuition, when you get inside that energy of understanding the real verses, understanding the reality or the truth behind all these mantras, when it is your own understanding. So the length of the thread is above navel. And the ones who get into the next step, so this is first step. The next step is when you understand something and when you get in that energy of understanding it, that's the time when you actually recite it, when you actually chant it, when you bring it to other people as well. And the difference between the length of the thread is that when you start reciting it and chanting it, the thread goes below the navel. Now why is it that? It is not that you would literally wear a thread and it goes below the navel. It is because when you are understanding your intuition and your energies and everything, you are mostly working on your upper chakras because you are developing them. It is the work that is happening internally. But when you are getting into that energy, when you are chanting this, you need to be very, very grounded. You need to be sure about what you are saying. You need to be knowing and have confidence about what you are trying to tell other people and make other people understand. And that is why the length of the thread goes below the navel, because that's the area that gives you confidence. That's when you know that I am, and that's when you know your reality. That's when you understand your truth. So that is why the length of the thread kind of changes there, or the reference to the change of thread, length of the thread is given there. Now this was about Brahmins who are already awakened. Now let's get to the next phase, which is about twice born. So for twice born, what is it that Kalki is talking about, or Kalki is giving, that what will they do and what will be the qualities like that they need to embrace or have into themselves. So when they talk about twice born, which is the people who have transformed or who have renewed, the first thing that they talk about is that they will wear, or rather, the first thing that they talk about is that they will wear a tilak, which means there will be a tilak or a mark that they will wear here on their forehead, center of forehead. Now that does not mean that you have to literally wear a tilak on your forehead, but this means that your the third eye of the twice borns will be open. The awakening, the vision will be clear. They will know the truth. They will understand the truths. Now what are the truths that they will know? So the first ingredient of that tilak is sandalwood. Sandalwood means inner unity of mind. It means awareness, it means inner soul, and it means higher consciousness. So when you talk about sandalwood, it means that the second born will know that we are all part of the same source. They will know that we are part of the same consciousness. They will have that energy of unity. They will know and understand the soul family. They will also be aware that there is a higher consciousness, and they will be attached to that higher consciousness. They will be attached to their inner soul, and they will be awakening their inner soul. So that is the first quality. Now the second quality, the second ingredient of the tilak is clay. Clay is earth. Clay is in a way, clay is earth and ground. So what that will say is that there will be the reconnection that they will get with the forces of nature. There will be more of a spiritual connection that gets into, or that permeates into, the soul, body and their whole self, which means that the second born will have that awareness that we are part of this big universe and big nature and big cosmos, and it is in me and I'm in them. So that unity will become very, very clear, and they will be completely grounded. Third ingredient is ash, and ash comes when anything is burnt, when a sage is burnt, or havan samagri is burnt. That is when the ash comes. Now, what does ash mean? What is the quality of it? What is the learning from it? So they will be aware of purification. They will be pure in their energies. So they will understand that this body is not permanent. This body of theirs is definitely not permanent, and they will understand that truth. So the tilak basically means that they will have that understanding of purification, of their connection with nature and connection with cosmos, connection with Mother Earth, and they will have this understanding of source being just one, and we are all being part of that source, and that that all the souls are interconnected with each other. They will have that understanding. Now, when they talk about the length of the tilak, when Kalki talks about that, Kalki says, or Vishnuji says, that the length of tilak will be from nose here to hairline here. So that means that the complete forehead area will be covered by the length of tilak. Now, why will complete forehead area will be covered by it? Because your consciousness, your awareness, your vision, your third eye, this is your awareness, this is your third eye, right? This is your fate, this is the lines of fate, this is your everything that you create, and this is everything that you carry. So you will understand the truth of the reality of that whole concepts of what you carry and what you can create. So that understanding will be there. Now the length of this tilak will also be 3 fingers, right? When you put 3 fingers here, you kind of cover the complete area. So 3 fingers, what do those 3 fingers represent? They represent Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. That means that they represent all the 3 gods of creation, of maintenance, or of destruction, which means that you will understand the cycle of life. So twice born will actually come with the understanding of cycle of, or will actually transform into understanding the cycle of life. Their chakras will be balanced, their whole body, their whole structure will be balanced, and they will understand the truth of life. Now, the next part will tell you why I am saying that tilak is symbolic and not real, because the next part says, Vishnuji says, that the twice born will carry the planets in their hands. The heavenly planets will reside in their hands. Now think about it. Now, not literally those big huge planets can reside in your hands, but that means that they will know that fate is in their hands. That means that they will know that if planets can impact them, they can impact the planet. So they will reverse that cycle of what planets bring to us vis-a-vis what we can bring in, what we can change. So they will understand fate in a very, very different way. They will understand that fate is there in their own hands. That's why they will carry the planets, the heavenly planets, in their hands. Now the second is that their body will have all holy places. Now literally not possible, right? You can't have all holy places that are there around the world on your body or in your body. But this means that they will understand that their body is actually a temple, a holy place, and they need to take care of the body, because body is the instrument that has been provided to them to bring in the changes or bring in the lessons, life lessons, and evolve. So they will start understanding their body and loving their body, which we don't do now, and in kalyuga it's at the worst stage. But they will start changing that consciousness, and they will start loving their body and treating their body like a temple. Now 3 modes of material world, which means whatever moh, maya, money, that energy of the material world will reside in their navel. Now why navel? Because we are attached to our mother through the umbilical cord that is attached from the navel to navel. Now when this umbilical cord is attached from the navel, when a child is born, this cord is cut. Why is the cord cut? It is also a meaning to tell us that whatever your dependency was is gone, and now you are ready out in the world to learn your lessons, to live your life, and to bring in the evolution that you need to. So all 3 material world modes will reside in their navel, which means they will have the ability to cut themselves through all the attachments and the material things. Now Gayatri mantra will be their necklace. Now when you talk about this, again you understand why I'm saying everything is symbolic, because you'll not really wear the necklace of Gayatri mantra in your neck, right? It means that because the Gayatri mantra is the most powerful mantra, most beautiful mantra, it gives the most beautiful balance, amazing energy, and Gayatri mantra will be the necklace. That means that they will their words will be as powerful as Gayatri mantra, their words will be as soothing as Gayatri mantra, their words will be as effective as Gayatri mantra. So their voice will have that quality of being something like Gayatri mantra. Then the religious principles will reside in their chest. Now when you talk about religious principles, here does not mean religion. We are fighting over religion, right? It is happening nowadays, we can see that. It is not the literal religion, which means spirituality will reside in their chest, which means that they will be spiritual intuitively. So their intuition will tell them the real meaning of spirituality. Irreligion will be in the back. Now irreligion will be in the back means that they will know that whatever they do in this world, whatever selfish acts, whatever things that they do in the back, that in the world their responsibility, its responsibility is on them. So I carry the responsibility of my life. How do I take life? Do I follow the spirituality or do I not follow the spirituality? And that's going to be the burden that I carry on my back. And when I realize that it is my burden that I'm carrying on my back, I can anytime leave that burden or get released from that burden. So that is where you will understand that whatever is happening with you is not something that God is creating or anybody else, but it is you who is creating that, and you have the power to change that. And who will those Brahmins will be? These Brahmins will be the real leaders of Kalki mission, and their prime occupation will be Kalki mission. So these Brahmins, these twice borns, are going to be the leaders in this Kalki mission to establish Kalki consciousness and to bring Kalki to life or to the world. Now the last line of this is most beautiful line, because I felt so beautiful when I read this line, and this says, I incarnate to show the truth of their statements, which means that before Kalki show to the world, or before Kalki comes in front of the world, the twice borns and the Brahmins will already start decoding, narrating, talking and spreading the Kalki consciousness into the world. And Kalki will come to show that, because a lot of people will think that they are fools, they are stupid, they are mad, they don't know what they are talking about. But Kalki is saying, or Vishnuji said, that I will come as Kalki to actually prove the truth of the statements of my Brahmins. So this is the most beautiful line. So have faith, have trust, and be one of those Brahmins. Inculcate these qualities, because these are needed. And yes, one of our work is to spread this across to everyone, so that more and more people can be the part of Kalki Sena and be the leaders. And so please share it with everyone that you can, and press the like button so that it becomes visible to more people. And yes, be ready for it. And in the next video, I am still thinking about what am I going to take. There is one chapter which is about Maya, and how Maya impacts all of us, and what is this cycle of life, and parent, child, all those energies, how do we understand them, and what is the reality. And there's another chapter which talks about literally, like there is reference to COVID, and there is reference to the change that has already started happening. So I am thinking which chapter do I take first, but I'll think about it. But this is going to be further very interesting. So please keep moving forward with this, and keep inculcating, like really getting these qualities into yourself. Don't go by literal things. You don't have to do literal things to prove yourself to anybody or to the world or to Kalki. When you do that inside, that will be seen by Kalki. So thank you so much. Hope this helps. Have a good day. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.